also by Odo, looking at the New Haven extension, and thanking our Governor Peter Mbah for remembering us. It has been a long time we are suffering here, but we thank God that Peter Mbah is remembering us. We have nobody, but he remembers us. We are thanking him. We can't thank him enough on what he has done for Enugu State, not only here. And we've seen by my own eye, other places, he's trying, and thank him a lot. And also thanking the people who are doing the job for us. They are trying, and they are spirited. Less than 2 months now, they have started this thing.
My name is Evangelist Oscar Chidebasi. I reside at New Haven Extension here, whereby I can see the good work the governor is doing. Since the inception of the democracy in Enugu State, as a state, I have not seen a governor that remembered us. Since the democracy came in Enugu, but the governor, His Excellency, Peter Mbah, came and remembered us and gave us an asphalt and stone-based road in Enugu. I say to the glory and the honor of God, give him praise for the continuity of 2027.
So the other day, the government was talking about rehabilitating and reconstructing 141 roads across Enugu State. Ones that are dilapidated, the ones that not being constructed. It's a mixture of the whole thing. You know, a whole lot of persons were saying, "Oh, it's one of those things that they say now. They will say they will do one thing and they don't do it." You know, I laugh at those people. You know why? This is the only governor so far that would even come out to explain to you why there are certain things that he has not done that he promised to do. One of the examples, of course, is the water thing. He promised 180 days, but it happened that he explained. He explained because it's not like it was a town hall he explained or it was somebody else. He explained to people who cared to listen. I mean, I hosted a Twitter space where I asked him that question directly, and other people even asked him the same question. How come your 180 days is now becoming 300 days? We haven't seen any water. But he explained that it's not. Nobody can say there's not been effort to say, okay, there's something like that. There has been effort. In fact, at some point, we even confused. There's sometimes that the construction of road would the construction of the pipe, the removal of the pipes and refurbishing and then changing of the pipes would be, interfering with traffic. You can imagine the roads now that we are complaining that is even tiny in Enugu now becomes tinier when you have to dig out the pipe and replace them. This is the only governor that explains to you what happens and why he has not done what he is supposed to do. But yes, thank God that the pipes, we are getting to a point where we would finally get to the water into every home. But again, it's past 180 days. He said the construction is still going on. At least we can see that it's happening. It's not like, oh, it is going on and we cannot see anything. You guys have not come to terms of the fact that this guy is not your regular politician. The only political appointment that he's ever held in his life is the one that Chimaroka gave him in his first order as Commissioner for Finance. After that, he went away and established his own business, and he has been tremendously successful in business. I mean, for somebody to be a CEO of Pinnacle Oil, what do you think they gave you the fine? He like money na water. He is the actual money na water. So when it comes to say somebody stealing money and not using it to do it, I mean, it's neither here nor there. You can't place it anywhere. But at least we are seeing what he's doing now. For somebody who has been an accomplished businessman, who has grown a business from zero to multi-billion dollars that it is today, and he finds himself in government, just look at what he's doing. Is it possible to find these kinds of people across board who are not the regular politician? Yes, they may have had some stints with government from here and there, but their background, what they have done for themselves in terms of business, running their own business, and accomplished businessmen, can we be looking towards that direction in getting them to rule over us as government, either as state government or federal government, as the case may be? I mean, proven, no, you can go and point at this particular business, he grew it from here to here. Can we have those kinds of people? Those are the kind of people that we should be looking out for, you know. But again, back to the topic. This 141 roads, we are constructing and reconstructing, rehabilitating 141 roads. And he thought about the fact that for us to be able to achieve all of this construction and reconstruction of roads across board, we should have an asphalt company. An asphalt company that would produce, you know, this asphalt that is the critical, component in the establishment and construction of roads. And he went on and constructed it. I know there were criticism at the time, why are you establishing a construction company owned by the state government? And it is now showing that it was very necessary. If there is a company that constructs roads, if you engage a company that constructs roads, you know that they have to produce, they have to engage, you know, some of these companies in order to produce asphalt for them to construct the roads. And so because of that, the price of the road construction goes high. Say for instance, if a road construction of 2 kilometers is like 30 million naira, with this particular asphalt company in Enugu, the road construction that is costing 30 million naira will be reduced by half. Will be like between 10 and 15 million naira. Remember also that this particular road construction asphalt company belongs to the Enugu State. So whatever is saved from that, it will still keep it within the state. So it's a win-win situation. I mean, there's no reason for you to now start running from one place to another. I want to go and get asphalt, or we don't have what it takes to do asphalt. Because of that, you have to now increase the price of the construction of the road. In fact, I even heard other states are even coming into Enugu to get asphalt from that particular place. Other state governors are coming into the state to get those asphalt in order for them to construct their own roads, because it's cheaper than, you know, telling a company to go ahead. So when you negotiate with a company and say, we're producing the asphalt for you, all you need to do is to get manpower, get this, get that, and get the asphalt done. The construction of the road will be far better. I mean, if you need to replace something, the thing is within the state. And look at where we are today. So it is easy for somebody to stay where they are and criticize, and it's also easy for you to look as an individual. Just look beyond the headlines. So look beyond what people are telling you. Look beyond what opposition is saying. Look beyond what anybody is saying. I mean, these days we've seen that opposition, has been dwindled by the recent movement and moves that the PDP is making in the state. So let's listen to what the governor said on the day he was was inaugurating that asphalt company. Let's listen to him and clearly listen to what he says. I'll be back after this.
Our infrastructure in Enugu State is world class. We understand that investment will come, investors will come, but only to the extent that we enable it as government. So ours is to have a government-enabled but private sector-driven economy. And that's why we're going the extra mile to enable that environment. But most importantly, to also help the private sector de-risk the investment flow to our state. It's not just production of asphalt where we have to buy the inputs. We're also, in a few days from now, we're also going to be inaugurating a plant where we're going to be mining and crushing the stones that we need to feed this plant. So we're going to have everything in Enugu localized. We're also blessed with bitumen. So we're not going to go too far to procure our bitumen. It is our hope that we're going to start the exploration of our bitumen in the state. So in few years' time, we're going to be able to also produce the bitumen that we'll use to feed these plants.
Now, the governor knew what that asphalt company would do. I mean, kissing bad road goodbye with that construction is key to his project, is key to what he wants to do. And so we also had the lead engineer speak about what the asphalt is doing in terms of what it churns out every day and every second, every moment that it's put into work. Listen to this.
The production time for a ton of asphalt in this asphalt plant is 23 seconds, meaning that in 45 seconds it can drop 2 tons of asphalt. The process starts from the hot elevator to the screen, and the screen is what makes it unique. The screen is where the materials, if you are doing a wearing course or you're doing a binder, that's where the separation is being done, the one up there. Then from the screen to the beam, the collector, then the mixer where bitumen is added, and within 5 seconds the jaw opens and it drops the asphalt. It's highly automated. It's not only capable of handling large-scale projects, but it's also incredibly efficient and cost-effective.
Amen.
So now we have not seen how important that asphalt company is and that establishment of that particular asphalt company is to the Enugu State as it relates to construction of roads. So when a governor says, like Peter Mbah says, I'm going to construct 10,000 kilometers of road, believe him. Believe him, because we have everything within the state to construct it. What is that? All he needs to do is probably just engage more manpower, increase the capacity of the asphalt production company, and enter road and clear out everywhere. Haven't you seen the speed at which some of these roads are being constructed? Haven't you seen the speed? Sometimes I wonder, are you sure this road is not done by spirits? He uses this speed. There's a kind of speed he uses. Before you know it, but they're clearing your road. The next thing they see, they're doing some quota. The next thing they have done the needful. I'm just wary about the fact that it's a rainy season. When rain falls this way, it truncates a lot of things. It stops a lot of things from happening. I've seen their equipment almost every part of Enugu State. I've seen their equipment around Tinker's Corner. Some places have already been paved, to be asphalted very soon in Tinker's Corner. I was shocked when I even saw it. I have seen their equipment at New Haven. I've also seen their equipment around Transikulu axis. I know there's a very huge complaint about Transikulu axis. I'm talking about the Tipa garage area, the School of Dental axis. That road, looks bad. It's been bad for a long time, and I'm sure that particular road is one of the 141 inner city road that has been earmarked for reconstruction. So I would leave you with this particular video of some residents speaking largely about the fun and the relief in the construction of their roads done by Peter Mbah. I think one of them was very profound about what he was saying, that landlords, because of the construction of the road, might now start looking at increasing the price for rents. This is actually what happens with the rent increase across Enugu. Rent increase have shot up more than double, in the past year, because of the fact that the designation of some areas are as urban areas across Enugu State that was once hitherto called rural areas. So when you have those places designated as urban areas, roads go there, street lights go there, water amenities go there. And so because amenities go there, landlords who have properties around those areas, start shooting up their prices. And of course, there's always a deficit for housing. There's a huge deficit for housing in Enugu State. I can't even say it's just for Enugu State, but for Nigeria as a whole. Housing deficit is tremendously on the high side. The ones that are available are too exorbitant, and the ones that you can afford are killing you. They're increasing their rents, almost every day. So I think that's the one thing that the government is going to do in that direction. I hear about the bill in the State of Assembly that has passed second reading. I'm sure that I've had stakeholders who have come out to speak on that housing bill, which has gathered a lot of reaction, stating that it's about time to regulate this housing thing. It is just about time, so that you can actually have people who would not just come into the state to live, but also come to the state to invest. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.
You don't need to know anybody in government for the road to your home or your houses to be paved. You don't need to come to government house to get your roads paved.
We are thanking God for bringing somebody like that to us. You know, looking at some Polina. Personally, looking at some Polina too much.
Hi, I'm Mr. Godgive Anyegunam. I'm walking along the street called Nanka Street. I'm a Kanebita by profession. I'm so more excited. The governor is trying so much. This street, we are here now. For centuries, they have not touched it. Any government patana anaju eba ndị na-ebe ahụ ihe fahamer mana Governor Peter Mbah has take it on him that he will walk every look and corner in this new haven. So with what I'm seeing, the governor can see it is trying, and I pray that God will lead him for more tenure to achieve all his aim concerning Enugu State. I'm begging the landlord, because after this now I know they will increase their house rents. They should allow us to enjoy the good things the governor has, bring to this side of New Haven extension for the tenants to enjoy before I know they will increase, but I'm begging them not now.
Looking at the New Haven extension and thanking our Governor Peter Mbah for remembering us. It has been a long time we are suffering here, but we thank God that Peter Mbah is remembering us. We have nobody, but he remembers us. We are thanking him. We can't thank him enough on what he has done for Enugu State, not only here. And we've seen by my own eyes, other places he's trying. And thank him a lot. And also thanking the people who are doing the job for us. They are trying. And they are spirit less than 2 months now. They have started this thing.
My name is Evangelist Oscar Chidebasi. I reside at New Haven Extension here, whereby I can see the good work the governor is doing. Since the inception of the democracy in Enugu State, as a state, I have not seen a governor that remembered us. Since the democracy came in Enugu, but the governor, His Excellency Peter Mbah, came and remembered us and gave us an asphalt and stone-based road in Enugu. I say to the glory and the honor of God, give him praise for the continuity of 2027.